Are just outside the federal courthouse here on Spring near Temple Street, and the situation here has changed dramatically in the last few minutes. There were hundreds of protesters here. They have since moved on, but let me show you what was happening here earlier, just within the last half hour. More than a dozen arrests, LAPD taking protesters into custody for unlawful assembly. The demonstrators were blocking the street. Police warned them to clear the roadway. When they failed to heed those warnings, they were arrested. More than a dozen of them. Some of them were members of the clergy. Now, the group made up of labor, clergy, and immigrant advocacy groups were protesting Attorney General Jeff Sessions' visit here to Los Angeles. Although we did not see him here, authorities and the protesters were under the impression that Sessions was here in this building earlier this morning.
Reunite! Reunite! Reunite!
Those demonstrators are protesting Sessions and President Donald Trump's policies on immigration. The group is calling for the immediate release and unification of the families who have been detained at the border and separated from their children.
Sessions, you're not welcome in our communities, and your hatred is not welcome in our communities. And Trump, neither will you when you come here. Once again, you will not be welcome.
As a United Methodist, and he's a fellow United Methodist, that this is not right, and this is not part of our Christian teachings or our values or our beliefs.
Now, as I mentioned, those protesters, between 400 and 500 of them, are now making their way to the Millennium Biltmore Hotel, where Attorney General Jeff Sessions is scheduled to speak at 12:30. We should mention that although there were more than a dozen arrests, there were no reports of any injuries or violence.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Click the ABC7 logo to subscribe to our Eyewitness News YouTube channel.